I will answer you,
I
inshallah.
appreciate it. Thank you. I'm sorry if I am anything done wrong, ask you anything wrong.
No problem.
I appreciate it. Please
Barakallah.
don't mind. Thank you.
Jazakallah. Abu Yusuf, he's a frequent caller, Zallah khair. And his first question is about those who raise their voices while praying. Now, the sunnah is for the imam to raise his voice. This is no problem in that, because he is the one who's leading the prayer. Now, the followers, when they raise their voices, if they raise their voices in an extent that annoys and disturbs those praying next to them, this is not permissible. However, those praying next to that individual should be careful not to fall into the traps of shaitan. Why? Sometimes it is truly annoying when someone next to you is reciting the Fatiha in a loud voice. Now we're both, it's a silent rak'ah, and he is trying to push away shaitan and the whispers of Satan by raising his voice so that he would not have any whispers. But while doing this, he's becoming my shaitan. So next to me, he is reciting وَالضُّحَى وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا سَجَى. This is how high he is. And I'm trying to recite قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ, and I'm making mistakes. Because I know the surah he's reciting, and he's reciting it too loud. This is acceptable for you to be annoyed and distracted. But if the man is barely mumbling, so he's saying, you can hardly distinguish what he's saying, yet you feel distracted and annoyed, there's something wrong with you. Because this is the norm, that you make yourself listen to what you recite, but in a very, very undistinguished tone and way, so that those around you would not be distracted. You cannot just recite without having any noise at all, because then you would fall under the influence of shaitan whispering to you, distracting you. You finish 4 rak'ahs and I don't know what I recited. Seriously, I was lost. So you have to a little bit do this. And we have a hadith when the Prophet ﷺ in prayer, after concluding it, heard a man saying, Allahumma lakal hamd hamdan kathiran tayyiban mubarakan fih. The Prophet said, who said this? And the man said, I did. And the Prophet told him about the virtues of saying it. He did not tell him, why did you raise your voice? Because it seems that his voice was not that high. So this hadith shows that the companions may have uttered and verbalized some of the things that we say silently, but this was not the norm. This was not as frequent as we hear nowadays from the people, as Abu Yusuf stated, saying Subhana Rabbiyal Azim in a loud voice, where, or in a bee-like voice, where it totally distracts you and makes you forget where you were and what you were saying.